à ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Honorable Lois Mitchell, Lieutenant Governor of Alberta. Honorable Marlon Schmidt, Minister of Advanced Education. MLAs Bob Turner and Rob Loyola. Chancellor Bob Stollery. Board Chair Michael Fair. President David Turpin. University of Alberta family, colleagues, partners, friends, students, staff, and researchers. Welcome. Welcome to our annual Celebrate event. Once a year, the University of Alberta community gathers to recognize outstanding teaching, learning, and research. I am Steve Dew, Provost and Vice President Academic, and it is my great honor and privilege to serve as one of your hosts this afternoon. I'll be sharing these duties with Associate Vice President Research, Susan Hamilton. I would like to extend a special thank you to our vocalist, Mr. Oliver Minar, and to the members up there somewhere of the University of Alberta Woodwind Quintet for their contributions today. Now, as we get going, I'd like to start by letting you in on an open secret. I'm a numbers guy. Coming from an engineering background, I like stats and I appreciate how data can help us understand and solve problems. When it comes to this year's Celebrate ceremony, there's one number that stands out to me, and that reminds me of why we are here today. 121. There are 121 individuals who have done something truly exceptional this year, and who have embodied the U of A's promise to uplift the whole people. Many are with us this afternoon, and all have been listed and honored in your program. They are the reason why we're here today, but they're also the reason why the U of A community comes together every day. Award winners, you are our researchers, our educators, our support and service professionals, and our students. You are the people with the ideas, the talent, and the sense of purpose that inspires our community to unite for the public good. The achievements that have brought you to today's ceremony are the same achievements that have helped to build a community of support and innovation. We look to you for impact. Your work has successfully engaged, sustained, and developed a vibrant and cohesive learning environment for the people of Alberta. And we look to you for inspiration. It's in your work that we see the possibilities for tomorrow's breakthroughs, insights, and social prosperity. You are critically important to our idea of what the University of Alberta should be, and for that, we owe you our thanks. And to the families and loved ones of our honorees, thank you for sharing these outstanding individuals with us. Now, before we meet this year's award recipients, I'd like to invite the Honorable Lois Mitchell, Lieutenant Governor of Alberta, to say a few words. Your Honor.
Good afternoon. What a wonderful afternoon. It is my very distinct pleasure to join you today in celebrating some of the great success stories here at the University of Alberta. I have to tell you that this campus is one of my very favorite places to be because of the energy, you could feel it, and the spirit that was going on even today as we were coming in. But it is that spirit of excellence that I do so appreciate. And I can tell you, I'm not the only one who has noticed the amazing work taking place here. So as you know, the University of Alberta improved this year on its already impressive results in the OS World University rankings. The U of A certainly deserves its status as one of the top 100 schools in the world. I was particularly excited to see the stellar ratings of some individual faculties, including the School of Nursing, which currently ranks, imagine, fourth best in the whole globe. Isn't that amazing when you think of it? As well as a number of U of A programs that are in the very top 50. That's worldwide. That really helps Alberta, I'll tell you. What I can tell you, I don't mean just the university. I mean, as I represent Alberta, I mean all of us as Albertans. We are very proud of you. What I can tell you about those rankings, other than the fact that they make me proud, is that they are 100% people-driven. While top quality facilities and technology are important to any school, at the end of the day, it's not bricks and mortar that guarantee success. It's the passion, the skills, and the determination of the people involved in learning, teaching, research labs, and those offices. That ultimately, those people ultimately determine how this institution soars. This is a great school with just amazing, amazing people. From President David Turpin, yes, I will tell you a secret, this intimate gathering. I am prejudiced. Yes, I am. I think David Turpin is just one of our very finest. We are so fortunate to have him. And it's not just that his grandfather married my husband and I 55 years ago. That's not the reason, no. So from the President David Turpin and his leadership team to all of the academic and non-academic staff, to the students who inspire everyone to keep innovating and looking to the future. As Her Majesty the Queen's representative, it's my very great pleasure to congratulate everyone being recognized today. Thank you for your important contributions and very best wishes for continuing success. I do look forward to where your brilliance will take this university and our province as a whole. Thank you and enjoy the afternoon.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Mitchell, for your kind remarks. I would now like to call upon our President, David Turpin.
Thank you, Steve. Your Honor, Chancellor Stollery, Board Chair Fair, on behalf of the University of Alberta, I want to congratulate today's award recipients on your remarkable achievements. I also want to thank the family, the friends, the peers, the colleagues, and mentors who have supported our award recipients and who have joined us today to help celebrate their success. As Steve said, we're recognizing 121 individuals, but seldom has anyone achieved this type of success without a strong network of supportive and encouraging people. So thank you for all that you have done to help this success be achieved. We're recognizing all different types of successes today. Students, staff, researchers, professors, fellows, administrators, so many people at the University of Alberta have been making outstanding contributions, and in so many different areas. We've recently spent a fair bit of time thinking about where we aspire to be as a university 5 to 10 years from now. And we've been thinking about what it means to be a university that acts for the public good. I'm proud to say that today's awards celebrate people who embody many of our aspirations. They celebrate excellence in teaching, research, and scholarship. They highlight innovation, invention, and leadership. And they recognize people whose work helps to build and sustain our communities. As a university, learning really is the foundation of all that we do. And at the heart of learning lies the fundamental skill of asking and attempting to answer great questions. The students here today will be familiar with this. How many questions have you been asked at your time here at the University of Alberta? How many questions have you yourselves asked? And how many hours have you spent seeking answers in the library, in the laboratory, in journals, and from peers? If you look at today's program, it's evident that students are not the only ones asking questions and seeking answers. Knowing how to ask a great question and knowing how to go about pursuing an answer, these are very powerful skills. Today, we're celebrating people from across the full scope of the university who have asked great questions. Every organization's success stems from people's ability to question how things are done and to propose better alternatives. Businesses, governments, NGOs, universities, they all prosper when people question if current processes are efficient and sustainable. Social and cultural policies would stagnate if we didn't question their underlying assumptions and ask for change. How might I do this differently? How can I make this better? What do my students need to be successful? How might I bring together my teaching and my research? How can my research help people? And what might that look like? Today's recipients have asked all of these questions and more. Each time that you ask these questions, and each time that you find thoughtful, creative, and innovative answers, our community as a whole benefits. The University of Alberta flourishes, and the communities we touch grow stronger, healthier, and more dynamic. We are a university. Learning is the foundation of what we do. Learning, asking questions, and pursuing answers. So to each and every one of today's recipients, I want to thank you for asking great questions. Thank you for finding great answers. Thank you for helping to build one of the world's truly great public universities. To each and every one of you, thank you and congratulations. It is now my great pleasure to invite the Honorable Marlon Schmidt, Minister of Advanced Education in the Province of Alberta, to bring greetings on behalf of the Government of Alberta.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Turpin. It's a pleasure for me to be here again on the campus of the University of Alberta and to join you for this celebration of an extraordinary group of professors, students, and researchers. Each of you has demonstrated excellence. Your level of commitment to education and research is second to none. You're using your knowledge and your talents to make groundbreaking discoveries or finding new and innovative ways to solve challenges that we've had for decades. Your accomplishments are a tremendous inspiration to all Albertans. And you're not only helping solidify the university's position as one of Canada's top research institutions, you're also helping to strengthen Alberta's position as a leader in higher education and research on the world stage. It's why our government is proud to support you as we continue to invest in higher education. Because we know ensuring access to quality learning and research opportunities will make life better for all Albertans. On behalf of Premier Notley and my colleagues, as well as all Albertans, congratulations to each of you for your achievements, and I thank you for helping to make our society, our economy, and our great province stronger. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Minister Schmidt. We are so pleased that you are able to join us today. Now to the celebration. I encourage you to read about each of the awards in your program as we honor the recipients. We also wish to congratulate all of those recipients who are unable to attend today. You will find their names and the awards listed in the program. Each of our recipients today will receive a commemorative glass water bottle with the Celebrate and the University of Alberta logos inscribed on it. We hope that the recipient will find these tokens of our respect not only celebrate their success, but also serves as useful as they continue with their academic pursuits. We are very pleased to have so many of our faculty deans on stage. Deans are the critical academic leaders of any university. They're responsible for all aspects of their faculty's operations, and they are educational leaders who are committed to education for a diverse faculty and student body. They oversee the creation of new buildings. They also work to meet the needs of government, industry, and society, and support the President and his senior team. Thank you all for joining us today. I would also like to welcome the delegates in the audience from the Global Academic Leadership Development Program of the China Scholarship Council. We are very pleased you could join us for this celebration. We begin this ceremony close to my heart, celebrating the accomplishments of a team of engineering students. The University of Alberta Eco-Car team took first place in the Shell Eco Marathon Americas, held earlier this year in Detroit. This earned them a spot in the Shell Eco Marathon Europe, held in London at the end of June. All agreed that the London competition was a great experience overall, and that lessons learned from the other teams will prove invaluable for their planning for 2017. Our first video showcases the work of this outstanding team.
The EcoCar group is a student group that was founded in 2010 to provide real engineering skills to students and to really add to their engineering experience by pushing the boundaries of energy.
This is a real-world experience that would otherwise not be possible. This is really like a playground where they can try out the things that they have learned and find out how well or not well they work.
Our vehicle is essentially an electric vehicle, but instead of having batteries to supply the electric current, we have a fuel cell. We have a hydrogen tank in the car that supplies hydrogen gas to the fuel cell. Our fuel cell specifically is a proton exchange membrane fuel cell. So what that means is the hydrogen gas comes in contact with a catalyst and in contact with oxygen from the air. So we just have air blowing through the fuel cell. At that point, they will actually combine to form water, and that produces the electric current that then drives our motor.
The team started out in 2010. We were able to get second place in 2012 at the Shell Eco Marathon. That was the first time that we had been to competition. In 2014, we were able to get first place. In 2016, with a brand new car, we were able to get first place. Over 100 teams from around 7 countries from North and South America come together. The team that uses the least amount of fuel to get around that track in a set amount of time with a minimum speed wins. This year, Shell has started something new where the winners in their respective categories at the Shell Eco Marathon Americas go on to something called the Drivers' World Championship.
I've seen, from my experience going to Europe quite frequently and actually teaching sometimes at universities there, how competitive some of the European teams are in these competitions. So this will be another benchmark that they have to compete with.
We're the only Canadian team at the competition, so in essence we're representing Canada, so that by itself is a great honor for us. We made some modifications to our car, a lot of modifications actually, which resulted in our car being lighter, faster, and more efficient than we were in Detroit. And because of that, we eventually succeeded in climbing the hill once, the hill towards the end of the track. And this was a really big accomplishment for us. But in later attempts, we weren't able to do this. We couldn't really qualify for the next stage of the competition, the Drivers' World Championship. But the bigger goal was to learn from the other teams, from the European teams. We're hoping that we can take all these lessons that we have learned and bring them together into the competitions that we will be going into next year.
It is now my pleasure to invite Fahim Rahman, President of the Students' Union, to introduce our first awards.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to recognize undergraduate students who have been selected as recipients under the university's Scholastic Distinction Program. These students have demonstrated great potential towards becoming leading ambassadors at the university, and we wish them every success in their post-secondary studies and congratulate them on behalf of the Students' Union. Our first awards are the President's Citations, awarded to high school students embarking on their first undergraduate degree at the University of Alberta. The competitions for these citations is open to all undergraduates from all faculties. President Turpin, will you please come forward to present the next two awards? Ashley Borgel, Faculty of Engineering. Phoebe Marie de Longe, Faculty of Science. Rachel Gowd, Faculty of Science. Amy Ho, Faculty of Engineering. Jasmine Keka, Faculty of Science. Joanna Pierce, Faculty of Science. Our next scholarship in the Scholastic Distinction Program is the President's Centenary Citation. This is the highest award in scholastic distinction. President Turpin will also present this award. Congratulations to Kaylin Kofinja Akis, Faculty of Science. Thank you, Dr. Turpin. Our next group of Scholastic Distinction Awards are the Chancellor Citations, which are offered over 4 years and are open to students in all faculties. Chancellor Douglas Stollery will present the gifts for the next two awards. Congratulations to Leah Auk, Faculty of Science. As well to Mazen Black, Faculty of Science. Richard Davidson, Faculty of Science. Dinula De Silva, Faculty of Engineering. Willow Du, Faculty of Engineering. Yi-Hung Hong, Faculty of Science. Vincent Mann, Faculty of Science. Lowell McAllister, Faculty of Engineering. Janaea Schro, Faculty of Education. Sierra Verstraete, Faculty of Science. The next category of citations are generously donated by the BMO Financial Group. Chancellor Stollery will also present these awards. Congratulations to Michaela Paholik. And finally, congratulations to Jeff Yao, Faculty of Science. Congratulations to our undergraduate award winners.
Thank you, Chancellor Stollery and Mr. Rahman. It's my pleasure to be here today as co-host with Provost Dew. We're delighted to recognize one of our researchers from the Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, who was awarded the Canadian Pharmacist of the Year Award. Only one such award is given annually across Canada. I ask that Andrew Sharman, Vice President, Facilities and Operations, please come forward to present the next awards. Mr. Sharman is also very new to our campus, having just started in his role as Vice President on September 1st. Welcome, Mr. Sharman. Nesse Yüksel, please come forward. Congratulations. Our next award is the Canadian Academy of Engineering Fellow. Those chosen as fellows have distinguished themselves in different sectors, including business, academia, and government. Andrew Sharman will also present this award. This year's deserving recipients are Jay Chen, Faculty of Engineering. J.J. Roger Cheng, Faculty of Engineering. Congratulations. Thank you, Vice President Sharman. Please join me in congratulating these recipients. Our next awards are part of the Alberta Science and Technology, or ASTEC, Awards program. Today, we recognize recipients who have displayed outstanding leadership in science, leadership in technology, achievement in environmental technology and innovation, and achievement in applied technology and innovation. Honorable Marlon Schmidt, please come forward to present these awards. This year's recipients are Todd Lowry, Faculty of Science. Arturo Sanchez, Faculty of Science. Miles Dick, Faculty of Agricultural, Life, and Environmental Sciences. Guillermo Hernandez Ramirez, Faculty of Agricultural, Life, and Environmental Sciences. James Robertson, Faculty of Agricultural, Life, and Environmental Sciences. Jonathan Curtis, Faculty of Agricultural, Life, and Environmental Sciences. Shuao Kong, Faculty of Agricultural, Life, and Environmental Sciences. Tolib Omonov, Faculty of Agricultural, Life, and Environmental Sciences. Yan Yan Zhu, Faculty of Agricultural, Life, and Environmental Sciences. Thank you, Minister Schmidt. Our next award is the Provost's Award for Early Achievement of Excellence in Undergraduate Teaching. I ask that Steve Dew please come forward to present this award. This year's recipients are Clover Bench, Faculty of Agricultural, Life, and Environmental Sciences. Brendan Pass, Faculty of Science. Keisha Supernet, Faculty of Arts. Thank you, Dr. Dew. Each year, only 11 Rhodes Scholarships are given out across Canada. The University of Alberta is extremely fortunate this year to have received 3 of these scholarships. Our recipients come from very different areas of study: arts, medicine, and agriculture. I invite you to learn more about our new Rhodes Scholars through the next video.
It was really, really exciting. Lots of tears, disbelief mostly.
I remember like bringing my hands up to my face in like shock and like holding back tears, and I started crying.
All three of us who are from the U of A, I think that's very unique. Like, it's not common for that to happen.
I was 16 when I moved out and started living on my own, and it was a little bit difficult to find sort of time to work and go to school and also sort of afford healthy food. So that time gave me a lot of perspective in terms of food security, and it sort of planted that seed of interest for me. I started my degree in linguistics thinking that I wanted to be a speech pathologist, but I always was interested in food, so issues around food justice and food prices and all those sorts of things were sort of in my heart.
I ran linear regression model, and these are the results. So
things like feminist analysis, taking into account sort of race and disability and all of those sorts of things in sort of what makes people able to access fresh, healthy foods. It's really important because it's really hard to sort of dismantle the patriarchy if you're hungry. I want to, in my research, look at sort of women's narratives in their relationship with food over time, and sort of whether or not that story has been missed from our overall understanding of agriculture and our overall understanding of sort of the farm system as a whole.
I'm from the Driftpalo Cree Nation in northwestern Alberta. I guess my grandmother, I think that she was able to help us be able to survive a world outside sort of the reserve and our Indigenous community, but also to, at the same time, be proud of who we were. I didn't think I was actually that prepared for school yet. I was only 17 when I started. It was my first time away from home. My first week, I actually considered dropping out because it was such a radical shift for me. The most meaningful experiences I've had at the University of Alberta, definitely being involved with the Aboriginal Student Council for 3 years.
Indigenous peoples need culturally safe healthcare. We need racism-free healthcare.
I'm hoping to do advocacy work and activist work throughout my lifetime with Indigenous communities and organizations, specifically around health, suicide prevention, sexual health education. Those are my 3 main areas of interest. I'm going to be looking at the politics of nuclear power in the 21st century and the ways in which democratic states that are supposed to do the work of their citizens create environments that are toxic because of radioactive fallout.
I grew up in the Ismaili Muslim community, which has had numerous impacts on my life, my values, my dreams, and particularly in the realm of service. So in the community, service is seen as something that's part of one's duty to humanity.
Hello. Hi, Mrs. Rains.
hi, how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Medical school at the U of A has been fantastic. It's really been amazing, especially here in the Westsaw community with the preceptors and teachers I've had here. My plan is to do 2 of the following 3 masters: a master's in public policy, a master's in business administration, and a master's in the global health realm. And so hopefully if I'm successful in applying to the programs, I'll get into 2 of the 3 of those and do that over 2 years. My dream in the future, besides to practice medicine, is to also work in international development. And so hopefully, Oxford will prepare me to work in that realm and have some exposure to those other mental frameworks.
What a wonderful adventure these 3 students are undertaking. I ask that Her Honor, Lois Mitchell, Lieutenant Governor of Alberta, please come to center stage to present this award. Jacela is already on his way to Oxford, so is unable to be with us today. However, it is my pleasure to ask Billy Ray Belcourt and Carly Jane Stanton to come forward. Please join me in congratulating these recipients. I ask that Lisa Collins, Vice Provost and University Registrar, please come forward to present the next award, the C.D. Howe National Engineering Scholarship. Only 2 of these national scholarships are awarded each year, and we are thrilled that the University of Alberta students have received both this year. Congratulations to Brendan Kalef, Faculty of Engineering. Natasha Pai, Faculty of Engineering. Thank you, Ms. Collins. The Schulich Leader Scholarship is awarded to students in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. I ask that Nat Cav, Vice Provost Programs, please come forward to present the next awards. Thank you. Sheldon Cannon, Faculty of Science. Ben Hallworth, Faculty of Engineering. The CMA Award for Young Leaders celebrates students in medicine for the hope that they bring to research for tomorrow because of what they are doing today. Dr. Cav will also present this award. Debraj Das, Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry. Thank you, Dr. Cav. The Canadian University Council of Chief Information Officers Innovation Award recognizes innovative information technology initiatives and projects. I ask that Michael Fair, Chair, Board of Governors, please come forward to present this award. This year's recipient is Robert Brennan from Augustana. Mr. Brennan, please come forward. Thank you, Board Chair Fair. I would like to welcome Kate Freeman to the stage to present our Rutherford Awards for Excellence in Undergraduate Teaching. Mrs. Freeman is the great-granddaughter of our first Premier, Alexander Rutherford, for whom these awards are named, and she has been an avid supporter of the University of Alberta through her time with the University Senate, Friends of Rutherford Society, and Friends of the University of Alberta. There are 5 generations of U of A graduates in her family. We owe a great debt to Premier Rutherford, who made it a priority in the province's first sitting of its legislature to ensure passage of the Universities Act, which laid the foundation for the establishment of the University of Alberta in 1974, something like that. I'm not a history major. This year's award recipients: Barbara Billingsley, Faculty of Law. Anna Oswald, Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry. Frederick West, Faculty of Science. Thank you, Mrs. Freeman. I would now like to call upon David Turpin, President, to present the next awards. The Royal Society of Canada Fellows represents one of the highest levels of recognition of artistic and intellectual accomplishment in Canada. This year's recipients are Bruce Dansick, congratulations, Faculty of Ailes, Life and Environmental Sciences. Graham Pearson, Faculty of Science. Richard Sutton, Faculty of Science. Our next award is the Royal Society of Canada College of New Scholars, Artists and Scientists. President Turpin will also present this award. This year's recipients are Dwayne Fraze, Faculty of Science. Zamina Kasiri, Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry. Lynn Marie Postovit, Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry. Thank you, President Turpin. It is now my pleasure to introduce Sarah Ficco, President of the Graduate Students Association, to introduce the next awards.
Thank you, Dr. Dew. Good afternoon, everyone. This afternoon, we honor the achievements of a group of remarkable graduate students. Their areas of study range from oncology to physical education and recreation, from secondary education to engineering. Your Graduate Students Association congratulates you and wishes you great success in the coming years. I ask that Kathleen DeLong, Acting Vice Provost and Chief Librarian, please come forward to present the next award. The Diversity Scholar is funded by the Institute of Museum and Library Services to support library and information science education. This year's recipient is Lauricia McLeod, Faculty of Education. Our next graduate award, and thank you, Dr. DeLong. Our next graduate award is the BMO Financial Group Graduate Scholarship. I ask that Heather Zwicker, Interim Vice Provost and Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research, will be up here to present the next two awards. This year's recipients are Fabini Orada, Faculty of Science. And Yin Yin, Faculty of Education. Benny Canada graduate scholars demonstrate leadership skills and a high standard of scholarly achievement in the social sciences and humanities, natural sciences and engineering, and health-related fields. Dr. Zucker will also congratulate the recipients of this award. This year's recipients are Abu Bakar Abdul Kadir, Faculty of Arts. Simon Ferguson, Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry. Sheila Hirani, Faculty of Nursing. Shingiri Mendizada, Faculty of Arts. Masood Shabestari, Faculty of Engineering. Please join me in congratulating these outstanding recipients.
Thank you, Ms. Ficco and Dr. Zwicker. Collaboration between instructors and departments can lead to wonderful things. The next award, the Teaching Unit Award, recognizes instructors for just this type of teaching. I ask that Sarah Forgy, Vice Provost Learning Initiatives, please come forward to present this award. This year's recipients were chosen for their collaboration of teaching in Chemical Engineering 243, Engineering Thermodynamics. Janet Elliott, please come forward. Thank you, Dr. Forgy. The Martha Cook Piper Research Prize was established to commemorate the significant contribution Dr. Piper made to the research community while she was Vice President Research at the University of Alberta in the 1990s. I now ask that Dr. Walter Dixon please come to center stage to present this award. Sandra Bucerius, Faculty of Arts. Hongbo Zhen, Faculty of Engineering. Thank you, Dr. Dixon. I invite Rod Loyola, MLA for Edmonton-Ellerslie, to please come forward to present the next award. Healthcare for older adults is the focus of the Canadian Geriatric Society. Our next award is given to an individual who has made a significant difference in this area. Angela Juby, please come forward. Thank you, Mr. Loyola. Falling Walls Lab is an international initiative that showcases the quality, passion, and talent of outstanding innovators. Through the next video, I invite you to meet the first place recipient of the U of A Lab, who then placed second at the international competition in Berlin.
We saw 16 examples. We have 40,000 students. Just imagine how those students are going to transform the world when they leave here. Berlin! Berlin!
With an accurate and predictive diagnostics, we can dramatically increase in survivorship and the quality of life for all patients.
Once when we got to Berlin, there are 100 of us coming from all over the world. First of all, people appreciated our idea, and the second, appreciated the need for it.
Leanne's project is basically a non-invasive biopsy or a test to be able to identify patients who are at greatest risk to develop metastasis of the spread of cancer. In 2008, we had a great breakthrough where we described what we call tumor glue. We discovered a protein and a therapy that addresses that protein that completely blocks cancer metastasis.
My own mother was diagnosed with a small cell lung cancer. She first discovered a pain in her lower sacrum, but eventually the diagnosis was small cell lung cancer. So these two things didn't really add up in my head. That was the first inkling of me asking questions related to cancer metastasis.
Metastasis is the cause of the majority of cancer deaths, so prostate cancer is a good example. No man has ever died of prostate cancer that stayed in his prostate.
What we're looking at is using the lung, the vasculature of these chicken embryos to use them to deliver cells and see how they move in and out of the blood vessels. I really hope in the next 3 to 5 years, with our platform and with the targets that we found, we'll come up with a really good test that will be able to help the physicians and the patient to understand their disease better.
As a group, we gave her pointers, and she immediately grasped sort of how to deliver a very complex story and just did a fantastic job.
U of A, we have such a great tradition in teaching. Research can't go further without education and teaching. In my future, it would be perfect if I have a good balance between research and education.
I ask that Lisa Collins please return to center stage to present this award. Leanne Willits, please come forward. Congratulations. I would now like to call upon Richard Canio, Vice President, Academic of the Postdoctoral Fellows Association, to introduce the next award.
Thank you, Dr. Hamilton. Postdoctoral fellows are valued members of the university community who make an indispensable contribution to the research environment. The Postdoctoral Fellows Association supports the activities and experiences of postdoctoral fellows and works to ensure that they have a rewarding experience at the University of Alberta. The award being recognized is this prestigious National Banting Postdoctoral Fellowship. I ask that the Honorable Malin Schmidt please come to center stage to present this award. Juan Janes Garza, please come forward.
Thank you, Minister Schmidt and Dr. Canio. Our next presentation is the J. Gordon Kaplan Award for Excellence in Research. Kaplan was the first president research at the University of Alberta. Following his death in 1988, the University Research Prize was renamed the J. Gordon Kaplan Award for Excellence in Research, and it is the university's most prestigious research award. I invite Dr. Walter Dixon to present this award. Todd Lowry, Faculty of Science. Mark Nuttall, Faculty of Arts. Thank you, Dr. Dixon. Our next award is the Vargo Teaching Chair, which is designed to foster excellence in teaching at the university. I ask that Dr. Nat Cav please return to center stage to present this award. This year's recipient is Pierre Martini from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Dr. Martini, please come forward. It is now my pleasure to ask Chancellor Douglas Stollery to introduce the next awards. This is Chancellor Stollery's first time at this event, having been installed as our Chancellor at Convocation in June. We're pleased to welcome him today.
Thank you, Dr. Hamilton. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to introduce our Staff Recognition Awards. University of Alberta staff members make invaluable contributions to a vibrant and supportive learning environment in many different ways. As a former sessional lecturer here in the faculties of law, business, and extension, I know firsthand how much our professors and our students value the efforts of support staff who take personal pride in advancing our core mission of research, teaching, and service. Whether as advisors, lab or co-op coordinators, librarians, or technical support staff, these dedicated professionals play a key role in building a creative and innovative learning community. And now we have an opportunity to recognize these outstanding contributions. Our first award in this category is the Support Staff Research Enhancement Award. This award recognizes members of our support staff who have consistently made a positive contribution to the research success of their unit and the university. I would like to invite Elizabeth Johansson, President of the Non-Academic Staff Association, and Associate Vice President Susan Hamilton to come forward to center stage to congratulate this year's recipient, Pak Chow. Mr. Chow, please come forward. Thank you, Dr. Hamilton and Ms. Johansson. Our university community is committed to building and sustaining an environment where faculty, staff, and students have an opportunity to excel and to grow into leadership roles as public intellectuals in our communities, both on and off campus. To recognize the critical importance of the quality of the work and learning environment in creating a positive and rewarding academic experience, the Excellence in Leadership Award was established. I ask that Kathleen DeLong, Acting Vice Provost and Chief Librarian, to please return to center stage to congratulate the recipients. Getz Dapp from the Faculty of Engineering. Angie Mandeville, Libraries. Thank you, Dr. DeLong. The Excellence in Learning Support Award was established specifically to recognize members of the university community whose role does not involve teaching, but who directly and significantly contribute to student learning. I ask that Dr. Andre Kostopoulos, Vice Provost and Dean of Students, come forward to center stage to congratulate the recipient. Sherry Kessels, Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry. Amy Roy Gratton, Career Center.
Thank you, Chancellor Stollery and Dr. Kostopoulos. It is a pleasure for me to introduce the next video, which celebrates the accomplishments of a top researcher who has received the first Governor General's Innovation Award. This award celebrates trailblazers and innovators who contribute to our country's success and who help shape our future and inspire the next generation. Unfortunately, Dr. Burrell could not be here with us today, so this is an excellent way for us to meet him and hear about his research.
The Governor General's Innovation Award is a new award, and it was really the Governor General's idea to recognize innovation in Canada. Acticoat is a unique form of silver. It's a polycrystalline nanostructure that releases very different species than you would normally expect. This gives it very potent anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial activity.
This bandage helps kill bacteria, but also helps heal and prevent scarring. And that's really what makes this unique.
I've had the opportunity to meet patients who are alive today because of the dressing. On the morning of the Bally bombing, I was landing in Sydney, Australia to tour the burn units to talk about this new dressing. The results for the patients were unbelievable. They had patients that should have infected because of the size of the burns, 90–95% of their body surface area burned, and they didn't infect. They went on to heal. So it's now used everywhere around the globe. It's amazing to see the results. In the future, we want to take this technology to areas such as site-specific delivery. So can we deliver this to the lungs? Can we deliver it to the bowel? Can we just do something different than treating wounds? We also think that there's an opportunity to look at it as an anti-cancer drug. If we're successful, what we'll see in the future are people with far fewer scars, with a lot less debilitating disease, and perhaps chronic conditions such as cancer being controlled more effectively. What we're doing new in the realm of nanotechnology is creating a point-of-care diagnostic. Everything from cancer to infectious disease to food toxins, food-borne organisms, to environmental testing.
This award recognizes the ability of our researchers at the University of Alberta, and it shows that U of A is a leader in innovation and technology development.
The ceremony itself, going to Ottawa, to Rideau Hall, just all the pomp and everything, it was a wonderful thing. But in the end, knowing the people who have benefited is equally important. And it's a technology that's changed lives around the world.
Our next award is the Canadian Academy of Health Sciences Fellow. I ask that Bob Turner, MLA for Edmonton Whitemud, please come to center stage to congratulate this year's recipients. David Westway, Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry. Douglas Zakodny, Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry. Thank you, Dr. Turner. The Order of Canada was created in 1967 to recognize outstanding achievement, dedication to community, and service to the nation. The University of Alberta is very fortunate to have two of our professors receiving this honor this year. I ask that Her Honor, Lois Mitchell, please return to central stage to present these awards. The first recipient this year is Dr. Pat Demers, Department of English and Film Studies. Our second Order of Canada recipient this year is Dr. Carol Estabrooks, Faculty of Nursing. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Mitchell. Our next award is for excellence in graduate teaching. I ask that Sarah Forgy, Vice Provost Learning Initiatives, please come to center stage to present the next three awards. This year's recipient is Luann McFarlane from Communication Sciences and Disorders. The Fulbright Visiting Research Chair is awarded to experienced professionals or scholars who wish to conduct research or study in the United States. Sarah Forgy will also present this award. Thank you. Joanna Harrington, Faculty of Law. The McCalla Professorships are named after the first Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research and allow recipients to integrate their research and teaching. The recipients this year. Congratulations. Jay Chen, Faculty of Engineering. Gordon Gao, Faculty of Extension. Devereaux Jennings, Faculty of School of Business. Kim Misfelt, Faculty of Augustana. John Waldron, Faculty of Science. Thank you, Dr. Forgy. We have arrived at our last award category today. It is a pleasure to introduce you to two incredibly talented members of our university faculty who have been chosen to receive the designation of Distinguished University Professor this year. I invite you to hear their stories through the following video.
We like to call people in Jim's field particle physicists. This elite group of people around the world really getting to the very basic building blocks that make up everything around us.
What we do is make a microscope that uses a new kind of light that enables us to see down to some scales of about 10 to the minus 18 meters. So we can see quarks and partons, and we can see the universe as it was picoseconds, 100 picoseconds after the Big Bang. When we are looking at the light created by the Large Hadron Collider, the highest energy machine ever made at CERN in Switzerland. And the experiment we built was called ATLAS, one of the most complicated, in fact, the most complicated scientific device ever built on Earth.
Jim was at the heart of the system to detect the interesting events. Something like 30 kilometers underground on the French-Swiss border. This big circle to accelerate particles around in a circle and then have them collide and smash into smithereens.
And then we analyze that to look for evidence of, for example, things like the Higgs boson.
Most of us never get to experience the thrill and exhilaration of being part of quite frankly, one of the most profound scientific discoveries in the history of mankind. And the idea of the Distinguished University Professor is to recognize the top 2% of the professoriate. And so Jim moves into those ranks.
And it's good that the University of Alberta has recognized the importance of asking the big questions, be involved in the big quests for the most fundamental knowledge.
It's a wonderful journey to watch them transform. And I always want to see a change in behavior. At the end of class, course, program, they become a professional in this profession called nursing.
Many years ago, when Olive was in a leadership position in the Faculty of Nursing, she arranged for preceptorships all around the world, international preceptorships, where students would have the opportunity to practice nursing in various countries under the supervision of an experienced nurse.
When you have a clinical group of students, usually 8 students, you can't take all 8 into a specialized area, but 1 or 2 students can access that area.
And she wrote the seminal book on preceptorship. So the model and the examples that she uses in that book are considered by nurse educators around the world.
When I was asked to be the vice provost in 2005, I wasn't going around saying, oh, I want to be a vice provost. I was quite happy with my own life. I saw the potential for changing things, particularly in the area of teaching and learning. And that's why we got TLEAF, Teaching and Learning Enhancement Fund. I got the money for it, and I got my research money to fund teaching. I am looking at courage in administration. It's about moral courage, it's ethical courage, it's spiritual courage. It's the courage to ask the question that no one wants to have asked. It's the courage of being the only woman at a board table and holding your own. And I'm particularly interested in emerging leaders. How can we get these women interested in administration?
Not very many people meet the bar for the Distinguished University Professor. She's excelled at everything that she's done, and she does it in such a gracious, kind way.
I think it's an honor for all females to have this distinction.
President David Turpin, please return to center stage to present these awards. Unfortunately, James Pinfold from the Department of Physics is on his way to Switzerland right now and is unable to be here with us. but I invite Olive Young from the Faculty of Nursing to please come forward. Thank you, President Turpin. I would now like to call on Michael Fair, Chair of the University's Board of Governors, to present his remarks. We would like to acknowledge that this is Mr. Fair's first Celebrate as Board Chair, and we're delighted he could join us.
I'm delighted to be here this evening, and thank you, Steve. It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of the Board of Governors of the University of Alberta to celebrate the outstanding achievements of the talented scholars honored this afternoon. The University of Alberta's reputation for excellence is founded on and continues to be enhanced by the work, dedication, and sheer love of learning, research, and teaching. Each of you exemplifies. We are tremendously proud of all of you. I would like to thank the many sponsors, including our donors, faculties, and the university, who have contributed so generously in support of our awards recipients. We also greatly appreciate the ongoing contributions of several organizations who have provided funding or recognition to our recipients. Thank you also to the distinguished members of our platform. I'm over here, so I'm not part of the platform, in their schedules to present awards, including Lieutenant Governor of Alberta, the Honorable Dr. Lois Mitchell. Thank you so much for coming up today from Calgary. We're delighted to see you back at the university. The Honorable Mr. Martin Schmidt, Minister of Advanced Education, who appointed me to this job, so you can talk to him afterwards if you don't like me. Dr. Bob Turner, MLA for Edmonton-Whitemud, Dr. Rod Loyola for Edmonton-Ellerslie, Mrs. Kate Freeman, and Mr. Will Alexander. Mr. Alexander is the grandson of William Hardy Alexander, who was the first appointed professor at the University of Alberta staff. Although this year's recipient of the William Hardy Alexander Award for Excellence in Undergraduate Teaching was unable to attend, we are pleased that Mr. Alexander joins us each year. Mr. Alexander, if you would stand. It was a pleasure for me to be here today and to sing, and thank you all very much.
Thank you, Board Chair Fair. It is demanding and sometimes hard to be a supporter of a recipient. Please join me in thanking and congratulating all the family and friends who help our students, staff, researchers, and teachers achieve their goals. I would like to express my sincere thanks to everyone who has worked so hard to make today's wonderful event such a success. We have so much to celebrate here at the University of Alberta. And most of all, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for making this a truly memorable afternoon. I invite everyone to please enjoy light refreshments in the lobby following the recession. This concludes our celebration. Thank you again for your attendance. Please stand while the platform party exits the auditorium.